Coming up to the stage next, we're going to have Willard Gayheart and Bobby Patterson. Nectars from different flowers. The sweet harmonies of Bobby Patterson and Willard Gayheart flow like honey. Willard is a resident of Galax, Virginia, and a pencil artist, hailing originally from Hazard, Kentucky. Willard says he's been here since 1962, and he's taken root. Kind of hard to get rid of him now, he says. Willard and Bobby have been playing music for 40 years in various bands, but discovered a whole new depth of artistry through the duet singing at the Blue Ridge Music Center. They volunteered in 2007 to entertain visitors in the Breezeway on Tuesdays during the season, and have ever since used their vast storehouse of song and story to add richness to the visitor's experience. Please welcome to the stage Willard Gayheart and Bobby Patterson, everybody.
You're all awful quiet out there. I could have heard a pin drop.
Watch these old fellers creep around up here on the stage.
Well, it's good to be out here in the cold with y'all this evening. It could be worse, you know, which is probably coming on later. We're glad to be out here. We hope some of the songs that we picked out here to do tonight will be some that you'll enjoy. I guess we're going to start off here with one that Bill Clifton recorded several years ago. It's one called A Little Whitewashed Chimney. Mississippi's flowing on the sunny southern shore, and a steamboat comes a-puffing around the bend. There's a little old log cabin with a grapevine o'er the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I'm going back, yes, I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me all their own again. In that little old log cabin with a grapevine o'er the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. Well, I went away up north where they told me I would find money hanging round like apples on a tree. But as my sweetheart told me, there was nothing of the kind, and the weather was so cold I thought I'd freeze. I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me all their own again. In that little old log cabin with a grapevine o'er the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I can see the smoke arising from that little chimney top as it welcomes me and greets me on the breeze. Then I'll start a-running, and I know I'll never stop till I've landed in that cabin on my knees. I'm going back, yes, I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me all their own again. In that little old log cabin with a grapevine o'er the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I'm going back, yes, I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me all their own again. In that little old log cabin with a grapevine o'er the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next one we'll do is Get the right sheet out here. It's a song that I wrote a few years ago about. I was inspired to write this song because I discovered that the Virginia Beauty apple, which I love so well, I knew about down in Kentucky, where I grew up, started right here in Virginia, just a few miles from where we are right now, about 5 miles away, the head of Crooked Creek at Piper's Gap. In 1810, a fellow by the name of Zachariah Safewright moved up to Virginia and settled there and brought an apple tree with him and set it out in his yard. And from that apple tree came the Virginia Beauty apple that has been very popular through the years. And the year that we found all this out, they asked Bobby and me to do the music at the Carroll County Fair, and we organized the Virginia Old Time Band and Dance Contest, and which was pretty successful. We did some T-shirts and a few things, and I decided to write a song about it. And only thing, it's not about the apple, it's about the other Virginia beauties that we have around. So this one called My Sweet Virginia Beauty. There's a story I must tell about a beauty I know well, in a land where the Blue Ridge meets the sky. She's the pride of Piper's Gap, the glory of her pap. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. One day I saw her there in her sun-kissed auburn hair. She was the apple of her daddy's eye. As we stood out near the pines, I vowed to make her mine. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. How I love her tender kiss, and I still remember this, the day I went to see her in the fall. There I gave her a ring, and we married in the spring. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. One day I saw her there in her sun-kissed auburn hair. She was the apple of her daddy's eye. As we stood out near the pines, I vowed to make her mine. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. I have loved her through the years, even though there's been some tears. I've been faithful to her through it all. After all is said and done, she's still the only one. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. One day I saw her there in her sun-kissed auburn hair. She was the apple of her daddy's eye. As we stood out near the pines, I vowed to make her mine. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. One day I saw her there in her sun-kissed auburn hair. She was the apple of her daddy's eye. As we stood out near the pines, I vowed to make her mine. She's no one but my sweet Virginia beauty. Thank you.
What's next?
That right there.
Okay.
Thank you, folks. We'll get Bobby to do a gospel song now. This is probably one of the oldest songs we know. Bobby found in an old hymnal a few years ago. Goes back probably to the 1800s somewhere. but it's a pretty song, and I'm glad Bobby found it.
There's been a few people record it down through the years. I think the Lewis family recorded it one time, and it's one you never hear. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. Twilight is stealing over the sea, shadows are falling dark on the lea, borne on the night wind's voices of yore, come from that far-off shore. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. Twilight, come to me, bringing some message over the sea, cheering my pathway while here I roam, seeking that far-off home. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright. Far away beyond the starlit skies, where the love light never, never dies, gleameth a mansion filled with delight, sweet happy home so bright.
Thank you. Thank you all.
We like to do the old duet songs that the Delmore brothers recorded back in the 30s and 40s, and this is one of theirs that we like to do, one called Eastbound Freight Train. I never was so lonesome for my hometown. Seems I never was so far away. Now I can hear the freight train a-blowing. I'll be gone before the break of day. I'll have to quit my daily rambling. Tonight I'm gonna start my journey back, sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. stay away from my hometown, never leave again to roam. I know that I was born to wander, but I'm gonna stick around my home. Now I can see the smoke a-rolling out on that old smokestack. I'm sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Thank you.
Forgot what's next, Bobby.
I don't know what they said about us before we got out here, Willard. I wasn't listening. Did you hear what they...
No, I'm afraid to ask.
But anyway, we entertain out here on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, for the people coming by. We meet some of the most interesting people, some of the finest people in the world, and they are from all over the world. And we've met some wonderful people.
Yep.
We've been doing this for about 8 years now, and it's been really an experience for us.
Been wonderful.
What's next?
We got one that a friend of yours wrote, Bob, about the mountain laurel that blooms through the Blue Ridge Mountains.
That was a retired dentist, and his name was Al Register. He bought a place here, and he thought it was the most beautiful place in the world he had ever found. And he wrote this song and shared it with Willard and myself back in 1996. We recorded in the band we were playing with at that time called the Highlanders, and we put it on a cassette. But since we've been playing out here at the Music Center, we do it out here, and it's one called When the Mountain Laurels Bloom Along the Blue Ridge. When the mountain laurels bloom along the Blue Ridge, and the air takes on the scent of morning dew, I'll be coming back to hold you in my arms, dear, and kiss you in the way that lovers do. We will walk beside the rippling, roaring river. I will pick the dogwood blossoms for your hair. You will tell me that you love me, and I'll tell you I love you, and we'll never roam again away from there. Now God gave us many blessings in this world here, and we thank Him every day for all He's done. But the best thing that He did for us, my darling, was give us part of heaven close to home. So bring a picnic basket and a banjo, and we'll go strolling arm in arm to where God sent a little part of heaven down to touch the earth, and we'll never roam again away from there. You can ride a caravan caravan across the desert. You can sail upon the bounding ocean blue, but you'll never see the laurel bloom in springtime, or smell the early morning mountain dew. He gave us just a little part of heaven. There's just one place it bends to touch the ground. It's where the air is scented by the dew deer, and where the mountain laurels can be found. It's where the air is scented by the dew deer, and where the mountain laurels can be found.
Thank you all. One more. One more. Okay.
Okay.
Well, give us a chance to show off Bobby's bluegrass banjo here. We played a little old time banjo and some, of course, guitars, and now we'll play the bluegrass banjo.
We'll do a little deal.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. The first number we ever recorded as the Highlanders way back in 1970 was an old Western swing song that we converted called Lily Dale. It was from Bob Wills, and we made a bluegrass song out of it. And so we'll do that one, and then we'll say bye to you.
And Willie Nelson, he got one of those little 45 records we had of that song, and he learned it, and he come out with it and made a hit out of it back in the 80s.
You reckon?
Some of them are laughing about that.
Oh.
I don't believe they believe that.
No comment.
Lily Dale.
As I hear the mockingbird, I remember your words when you said that forever you'd love me. Now happiness is gone, memories linger on. From these chains of our love I can't be free.
Sweet as the morning, smile like the sunshine. Ours was a love no words could tell. I love you, oh how I miss you. Won't you come back, Lily Dale?
Since we have said goodbye, I'm so blue I could cry. Happiness is a thing of the past. Peace without you makes my life oh so blue, and always in my heart our love will last.
Sweet as the morning, smile like the sunshine. Ours was a love no words could tell. I love you, oh how I miss you. Won't you come back, Lily Dale? Sweet as the morning, smile like the sunshine. Ours was a love no words could tell. I love you, oh how I miss you. Won't you come back, Lily Dale? Won't you come back, Lily Dale?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Willard Gayheart and Bobby Patterson, everybody. Give them one big round of applause, please. Thank you.